Oh, how the mighty have fallen. The day before, I swear I have talked about this game for months on end, and the saga has finally ended. This probably has been one of the craziest moments in the gaming industry, specifically with regarding like scams and other, messed up stuff that's been going around. Just to give you guys a little bit of context about the day before and what's been going on, the recap of the events is that this game has been in development for 5 years. 3 of that was filled with plenty of controversy, being directed to be as a MMORPG survival game with zombies, and come to find out it was never that case. There's so much drama that's just been circling on the day before. The game has went through massive delays. A lot of people have lost trust into the day before. It's gonna be fake. It's gonna be a scam. This game is not real. With the volunteers that's actually been covering this game, developing this game over time, it's just the more evidence upon this game not being real has stacked up. We get to this year after they delayed it till this year for an Unreal Engine 5 update from Unreal Engine 4. Earlier this year in January, February time period, they finally released a gameplay trailer. We get to see the development behind the scenes. We got to see what was like of developing this game. Probably some of the most information we probably ever received ever really touching this game. But I want to talk to you guys about recent events. So December 7th was the day before finally launched. After 5 years, after 3 years of it being announced, we finally got to see whether the game was real or not. And Jesus Christ, the game was fake. Well, not fake. It was. I wish the game didn't exist, right? So I actually got a chance to actually play this game. About 2 days later, of course, I made a video regarding it, and this game was atrocious. It was horrible. Not that great of a game, honestly. 4 days later, the developmental team actually shut down. So now this spun an entire circle of events. So on the day before launched, we also got news reportings that the 2 brothers who are the head over at Fntastic was not even there for their launch. And apparently, from what I've heard, that they showed up a day or 2 later and nowhere to be found, in a sense. And then 4 days after the game was launched, the dev team shut down. And after the dev team shut down, we also noticed that there was a weird name change as well from Fntastic to 8 Points. But through research and they actually are not involved with each other, so it's just 2 different brands. But Mytona also, being the investor for the day before, they basically provided an update on the current situation, and that they're pretty much just sorry for the fact the game did not meet expectations. Kind of, PR BS, nothing like that. And then it put Steam into an entire conundrum, I would say, because now Steam had to help refund all of the players' monies. It was just an entire shit show. But today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about the recent updates and how this is the end of the day before. So we head over to the actual Twitter. They posted an entire thing regarding their shutdown. So the dear community, we regret to inform you that the development of company Fntastic has officially ceased operations, and as a result, the day before will be retired and the servers will be turned off January 22nd, 2024. As previously communicated, Mytona, as the investor, has been working in collaboration with Steam to facilitate refunds for all game purchases. For any players that have not already had their purchase refunded, Steam will now proactively refund all remaining players. We extend our gratitude and the community's support throughout the project's life. Unfortunately, without a developmental team, we have no alternative choice but to officially close the project. And you guys get it. So the day before is now officially shutting down entirely. So started off with the dev team leaving, and now the entire service for the game. Mytona did say that, hey, we're going to try to keep the game running. I know we don't have a team, but as we all had a feeling, that was never going to be the case at all. This was an entire shit show. And then after this, a lot of the developers that were part of the volunteers for Fntastic came out and spoke, and a lot of them were saying the game was never supposed to be an MMO. A lot of them were saying like there's so much wrong with the entire brothers. Like they were threatened, like, hey, if you speak out about this game, I will fire you. Like there was so much drama, like in the span, like Twitter, or X as we will call it, has imploded on itself. Like there's so much that went down for this game. And a little bit of the topic on the Wild 8 name change. It looked like it was a subsidiary company in the past, and I guess that through some weird court rulings was able to be two different entities. So the Wild 8 is not Fntastic, and neither or. So that was kind of weird, but a lot of the dev teams have came out and spoke about how Fntastic was just not the greatest thing. So if you actually look it up, and the funny part about the entire Fntastic's team is that they, when everything was like when shit was hitting the fan, the dev team was just like, shit happens. Like, what? There's no way, bro. And it just leads to like, is the day before a serious marketable scam? And I've been covering this game for a while, and just through all the red flags that were kind of popping up regarding the day before, yes, this game is a huge, massive scam, and it attempted to be a scam. Thankfully, there was a medium between the two, and Steam is the biggest clutch out of there. Now, yes, Steam has to do what they had to do. Like, it's a weird situation, but no, everything that's happening, right? Like, players are getting their monies back. So it was literally a scam, but it got saved because there was a medium there that can make sure the money gets refunded back to players. Like if this was just a Fntastic thing and a players thing, this story might turn out just a little bit different. But it's definitely still messed up, beyond the leaf. Like, so I'm not no legal expert, but when you look at situations like this where most, like, let's just say crypto scams, right? People always end up sending out money, but you don't just get that back. And it's like pulling teeth and nail, just trying to get any, confirmation, any communication between you and the other entity. And thankfully for Steam being that intermediate, they can easily refund all that money back. Now, I know it may suck a little bit on Steam side, but they make plenty well enough money to take the little price cuts, I would say, the refunds that are happening massively from the day before. Because I know Steam has the weird, like, get paid every 30 days, 30% cut, 70% for the game type deal. So I know, both parties getting hit, but this is still a W for players. All of the players gets their money back. So it was a scam. Thankfully, Steam came in with the massive W and was able to get us out of scam. But I just wanted to come in and update you guys on the day before and how this is the end of the day before. This is it. The Saga's done. Hopefully, as gamers, as game developers, and anything of that other nature, if you are any form of trying, like, this is what you don't do regarding anything PR related, anything gaming related. And day before, we saw the signs early. I was still excited for it because I'm like, hey, this could be one of the best survival games we've had on our market, or it could be the most shittiest thing that happens this year. And of course, it's the latter of the two. So this is a good thing to look at further down the line. I want to know what you guys think about the day before. What are your guys' thoughts on it? I want to hear you guys talk about. Like I said, this is just a discussion. I want to just come out with a quick update. Like, the day before is finally over. You can enjoy it a little bit longer. It is currently not even able to be bought anymore on Steam. The buy button's gone, so there's no more money getting sent to Fntastic as they get the figure out the money and all that good stuff. January 22nd, 2024, it's gonna be gone, and this is just something we should keep in the textbooks. Don't do what Fntastic did, and don't make a game like the day before. Like, if you're gonna make a game, put some thought into it. Don't lie about it. Let people test it out. Especially, I know how some Kickstarter scams could happen too. Like, this is a lesson that we should just learn. We should just never do it again because it gets worse. It gets much, much, much worse. But I want to know what you guys think about it. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to like the video. I want to hear what you guys' thoughts about it. Jot it down in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Other than that, it's been your host, Fntastic TV, here at Chaotic Inc., signing out. Peace.
Manifest, I don't sleep, that's so weak, don't plan to rest. I'm from a hood where you die if you don't pack a vest. No culinary degrees, but whipping crack the best. Chefing, hard times taught lessons. Praying every night to pull up in park Benzes. What's my home is what you call trenches. You wouldn't last a day seeing life through all lenses. It's all tension, no sun, and rain and plenty. Full-time job, still can never make a penny. I ain't rapping